Hello, this is Shirish again. This is one of those videos again on reincarnation and what happens after the death. Again, the concept that I'm going to mention are to some extent supported by people who have experienced some of this stuff. Certainly, we don't have a physical proof, as when we talk about life after death, there is nothing physical about it. As we talked in the previous videos, there are three bodies: the physical body, the astral body, and the causal body. And when a human being dies, the physical body dies. As I have talked to you before about the composition of physical body, which includes the several elements, but the modified 5 element are the main one: the earth, the water, the fire, the space, and the air. So these are the 5 elements, and the earth is basically the main component. But the air, which are 5 pranas or 5 different parts of the air, slowly leave the body. As you know that even after death, the hair grows. And that is because the life is gone, but certain areas are still there. So the physical body finally terminates into the 5 elements. We are saying that the earth meets the earth. Certainly majority of the physical body is water, the air leaves, etc. In case of sudden death, or even the death that has occurred over a period of time, expected death that has occurred over a period of time, the soul with its 2 bodies does not realize that it is without the physical body. As I understand it, it tries to communicate with the other people that it can still see, and when they don't answer, it gets frustrated, and slowly and steadily it realizes that the physical body is gone. In one particular way, in Indian custom, accordingly, this takes about 12 to 13 days, that the soul with the bodies is still in the local, at our plane, though we can't see it because it has no physical existence alone. So after that, it is merged into the astral plane and has realized that it has no role in physical body, as it cannot communicate with the physical body elements like their brother, sister, father, mother, etc. At this time, the reincarnation can occur. So when you are in the astral plane, after the physical body is gone, depending upon your karmas, you will be at a certain level. And then you have personal trainers, so to call, that can explain you the things that you have done or not done. You're done right or wrong. And that determines your desire to come back. As I said before, when somebody has died suddenly with young kids or in relationships, they have an intense desire to come back, and they can come back quickly. And they will probably be born in such a way and such a circumstances that they'll be in close proximity of the people that they want to be associated with. But elderly people, older people, are those who don't have significant vasanas, desires left, may not be born very quickly, and as I said in my last video, might take several years, maybe even hundreds of years. The reincarnation and law of karma are tied together. We often see that people that have done good deeds don't always have good fortunes, and people who have done bad deeds don't always get punished in the physical world or our world. How can you explain this? And the only way you can explain it is that these karmas or these deeds will not go unpunished or unrewarded. Again, the punishment and the reward is at a physical level, sometimes at mental level, but it is certainly not at the level of pure soul or reflection of the Lord. So in case of reincarnation, we don't have the memories retained for certain people, certain objects, certain buildings, certain things, but we do have memories which are there. In fact, someone has stated that we have several different memories. One of the memories is that for our revolution. So if we have been born several hundred thousands of times, we still carry those memories. And that's why we still have the same genes that every other organism has. If you remember, in one of my videos, I had mentioned that we have close to 3.4 billion genes, but the only 25,000 of these are involved in protein production. And if you compare our genes that are involved in protein production to a chimpanzee, almost 90+%, maybe 99% are same. Even with the mouse, we have significant common genes. If you look at the areas in the DNA, which are called ancient repetitive element, ARE, the function of this is not clear, or we feel at this time that they are useless. They are just interposed as they have been carried from one to another species. This is the cellular memory that we have for even evolution. So we have the memory for evolution, we have the memory for previous lives, some of which may be in animal kingdom, or is probably was in animal kingdom, and we retain those animal desires and animal instinct, except that the man is a socialized animal, and we tend to suppress them or we outgrow them. But if you take an example of war, or if you take an example of if somebody is stealing or somebody is trying to kill you, how your instinct help you, how you become different if you are in a starvation situation, how you act. These are all memories that come in picture, and these are given to you through your previous lives. One could say that you were trained to do it, maybe not. But as I said, there are a number of memories, and the usual word memory is stored as an astral part, as an impression or abstract part in an astral world. So we retain that part. Whenever somebody has done meditation and has achieved certain levels of meditative achievement in samadhi, we have progress. These will also be retained, and we will be rewarded for it. And when we restart the meditation, we'll be starting at level where we left from the previous lives. So this is an important thing to realize. Nothing is wasted, good or bad. Progress, nothing is wasted. You must try to progress in every life so that you can finally achieve the highest levels of samadhi and would stop the reincarnation once and for all. Thank you for watching. I'll be discussing a little more on meditation next time. Have a nice day. If you like it, please subscribe.